Hello everybody and welcome back to another math learning video. Today I brought you guys a geometry problem and we are tasked today with finding the perimeter of this rectangle here. So what do we know about this rectangle? So here it shows that the rectangle has an area of 96 and it is composed of three smaller rectangles, and these three rectangles are the exact same size. Okay, so these rectangles are equivalent to one another, and what we need to do now is find the perimeter. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is the perimeter? The perimeter is when we add all the side lengths together, right? That is what we'll get. So what would that be? That would be this side here. So notice how we have, for each of the smaller triangles, we have the smaller side and the longer side. And all these small sides are equal to one another, and all the long sides are equal to one another. So I'm going to call the small sides A, and the long sides B, okay? We have a B, here we have A, B, A. So now the perimeter is everything that is around the triangle, all the edges. So that will be, starting from here, A plus B plus A plus A plus A plus B plus B, okay? So in total, that gives us 4A plus 3B. So we know that now. So we got one equation here with two variables, and we're going to eventually want to solve for these variables. This is the equation for our perimeter. But in order to solve for these variables, we're going to have to create other equations that contain these variables. So let's see here. We are given the area of this entire rectangle here, okay? And the area is equal to what? Is equal to the two side lengths multiplied by one another, right? So the two side lengths here are this side length here. So B times A times B here, the bottom side length, right? Or A plus B, excuse me. B times A plus B is equal to the area, which we are given is 96. Okay. But in this equation, we also have two variables here, and we need another equation to help us solve for the variables. But, so this is easy because look at here. This side length here, we're given that it is equal to B. This side length here, we're given that it's equal to 2A, right? And these side lengths are equal to one another because it's a rectangle. So that simply means that B is equal to 2A. Okay, so how can I use this? Well, now we have this sort of system of equations here where I can plug in B is equal to 2A into this equation to solve for A. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we have B showing up 2 times. So for both of these occasions, I'm just going to plug in 2A for B. So we get that 2A times A plus B, but B turns into 2A, is equal to 96. So if we multiply this out, we get that 2A times 3A is equal to 96. So if we multiply here, we multiply both coefficients, so 6 and the a's with one another, so we get a squared is equal to 96. So we do divide by 6. A squared is equal to 96 divided by 6. That is equal to 16. And then we square this to get rid of the square root, or to get rid of the square. So we square root it to get rid of the square, sorry. We get that A is equal to 4 or negative 4. But since we are working with geometry, we cannot physically get negative numbers, right? So we just have that our A is equal to 4. Okay? So we got that our A is equal to 4. And we got that B is equal to 2A. So we know that B is equal to 2. A is 4. So B is equal to 8. Okay? That's pretty easy. So now we got our values for A and B, our variables. Now we can simply just plug it in to find the perimeter of this rectangle, okay? So perimeter is equal to 4A plus 3B. 4A is 4 plus 3B. B is 8. Now we simply just plug in 4 times 4 is 16, 3 times 8 is 24. The perimeter is equal to 16 plus 24, and that is equal to 40. So we got our perimeter of this rectangle here of 40. I do not know what units are here, so I'm just going to keep it as 40 here. We can put as 40 units. And that is our final answer. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time. Bye.